This is Oceans Moonlit Pathways, and I'm Miss MJXOXO. This reading is on Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. But before I start, here's my disclaimer. These readings are conducted for insight purposes only. Everything I say is alleged. Even if you see death in my readings, continue to hold out hope for the missing person's safe return home alive, as you never truly know with tarot. All individuals discussed are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. My readings are not intended to solve or definitively interpret cases, but rather to explore small clues and gain alternative perspectives for contemplation. Please note that the nature of some of these readings may be sensitive and could be triggering to some individuals. So clearly there was a lot of anger involved in this situation. It says, feel the heat, then turn it down. So it's like, okay, get angry, but learn how to control your anger. So there's the energy of control and restraint. I wonder if the Temperance card will come out in this reading. Some of the channeled energy I got while I was shuffling, dogs were barking. It's so peaceful and serene right now. It's so peaceful. It was very peaceful and serene. But while I was shuffling, I heard dogs were barking like crazy, and automatically I heard dog fight. And when I pulled cards, I saw a card that came out that said dog fight, which is so crazy. But dogs were barking, and then it just got really quiet. I didn't hear planes like when I did the Kanye West reading. I didn't hear any planes flying. I don't hear any cars driving by. It's very peaceful, or you hear birds chirping. So that really gives me the energy of like peace crossing over. And then it also gives me the energy of like blanking out. Like when you're in a rage and you fight, how everything kind of goes silent and you don't hear anything, you don't really see anything. And I feel like that could have been the case for both of them. Like when the adrenaline starts rushing and your heart starts beating fast, I could feel it, I could see it. I could see like the victim getting woozy, and you kind of like your eyes are rolling towards the back of your head, like, and you feel woozy is the energy I'm picking up, and you kind of like fall back, but it's like everything goes in slow motion. Things are just spinning, but you don't see anything really going on. I don't know. It's really crazy. So anger, control your anger. Somebody's playing the victim and they need to take responsibility for their actions. You know the role you played in it, take responsibility. Ooh, sorry. Once again, take accountability. Somebody's not taking accountability for their actions. They need to clean up their mess. And this is about boundaries. This gives me like gang energy, turf energy. And gangs doesn't have to be like Bloods and Crips. Gangs is just groups of people, you know? Those are your ops. And it was about boundaries, right? Stay in your own business. Stay in your own lane. Stay over there. Stay on your side is the energy I'm picking up. Somebody's a joker. Things are never as they seem. So I feel like there are things in this story that we don't necessarily know about. I feel like somebody was like clowned, picked on. I also get the energy of somebody being a clown and being like a troublemaker and like a prankster is the energy I'm picking. You know, like somebody, when you go to sit down, they'll like pull a chair from under you so you could fall. I pick up the energy of like a prankster, a jokester. Things are never as they seem. Cooperation. With these being two, this gives me the twin energy. And I feel like the twin may cooperate, or the other twin could have had a hand in whatever conflict ensued. But it says better together. And that also, I'm feeling the energy, God bless, of the brother really missing his brother. Like, we're so much better together. Like, I really miss you. Oh, this is so heartbreaking, y'all. Like they work together, they're super close is the energy I'm picking up. Like he feels lost now. Like he lost his better half, literally. Like when you think of better halves, you always think of husband and wives. But with this twin energy, it's like we're better together. Like I really miss my brother, my better half is the energy I'm picking up. God bless them. But it says a serious beatdown. Somebody said, let's fight. It was a fist fight, but it turned deadly. Weapons involved, as you could see. Gossip. Backstabbing, betrayal, scandal. This is a scandal. It's a public scandal. People are spreading rumors. It could have been gossip involved in this. I trusted you with my personal business and you betrayed me. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the situation, or it could be connected to people involved in the situation. Somebody got backdoored. It's a setup. This was orchestrated. So maybe this was premeditated. This is all alleged. I don't know. But it says malicious prosecution, false imprisonment, and possibly the kid is wrongfully accused. So maybe we know he committed a crime, but maybe he didn't act the way they said he acted. This is all to look at things from a different perspective. I'm not saying this is fact. This is all based on interpretation. Somebody had mommy issues. And with the mob cartel, this gives me gang energy. So there could be, like I said, it doesn't have to be street gangs. This could be just like mobs, like, you know, groups of people against each other, but not like with a title or anything like that, or official gang title. Just community kids that group together and wreak havoc is the energy I'm getting. It says getting high. So somebody could have been getting high. Somebody could have overdosed on drugs. There could be drugs involved in this connection. Somebody could be a drug dealer. Confrontational. It says aggressively approaching someone about an issue, confronting internal issues, facing fears. A simple inquiry turns to a serious disagreement. This happened outdoors. So when I see this connected to a situation like this, somebody could be lying. So it says fabricated storylines, media manipulation. So somebody could be trying to manipulate the media and creating their own narrative. Somebody could be lying about some of the things that happened. It says friend or family member secretly involved in the M-word or disappearance provides support and comfort to victim's family while secretly having involvement in victim's M-word. Backstabbing friend or family member lies to police and family members about crime they committed. So, this could be gang related. And like I said, I don't necessarily get the energy of like Bloods, Crips type of gangs. This could also be a revenge killing. Like, I'm tired of you trying to play me. I'm tired of you thinking you could punk me. Somebody's dealing with childhood trauma. They could have abandonment issues. We saw somebody who dealt with the mommy issues. This could involve bullying, verbal abuse. With the mean girls, there could be feminine energy involved in this, but we also see the bullying. So there could be bullying involved in this. Cliques forming, that gang energy, rivalry, that gang energy. But not, like I said, I don't have to say it a million times, but y'all get it. This is petty drama that turned into something bigger than it needed to be. There could have been cyberbullying. So maybe these guys have been going back and forth for a while. Choosing sides and acting out. Beef for clout. Gossip for clout. Somebody could have been clout chasing. Girls could have ended up fighting over a guy. Somebody's the butt of a joke, and we see the Joker right here. Intentionally ignores you, laughs at you, and mocks you, doesn't take you seriously, uses playful ways to harm you. Remember I said with the Joker, oh, that's so crazy how everything goes full circle. With the Joker, like somebody who pulls the chair out from under you so you can fall on the floor. So somebody has that energy, takes advantage and picks on you. So somebody was being bullied. The suspect is in custody. They could be charged with the crime. They could be convicted of a crime. They could be sentenced, and they could end up receiving jail time. But it says not guilty, innocent, not guilty, mistrial, case ruled in favor of the defendant. So something could come out, maybe, possibly. I don't know. This is all alleged based on the cards. Who knows? He could end up getting out of jail early. Maybe he could be given a lower charge. Maybe some type of information will be released in his favor that could help him with this case. But it says a wrestling match. They could have fought. Somebody could beat a wrestler. I feel like one of the twins, or maybe both of them, are football players. So this could also have to do with football, with being pinned to the ground. But this was an orchestrated fight, it says. Somebody could have been body slammed or choke slammed. It was a wrestling match. Multiple personality disorder. Personality disorders. A beautiful person with a very dark side. Somebody was violently temperamental. What's gotten into you? You were just acting like everything was cool. So someone was taken aback. And someone effed around and found out. God bless. Bullying someone who will... You know what I'm saying? Underestimating someone's strength and will. Risky behavior leads to negative consequences. Overpowering your abuser. Overpowering an abuser. Thinking you're untouchable and finally getting touched. Ugh. And the fight could have been caught on camera. So there could be some video evidence outside of even what people have seen with their own eyes. There could be video evidence. Recklessness. This gives me fool energy. This young, teenage, youthful energy. Somebody could be a rocker into grunge, heavy metal. I saw a lot of demonic attachments in this. Somebody could have overdosed. We saw that more than once. So that could be significant. Somebody could have been dealing with alcohol abuse. This could be a parental energy or even one of the teens. Somebody could be about 6 feet tall. Someone could be really tall. Someone could have dreadlocks. Maybe Karmelo has locks. Oh, I'm trying to separate the cards. This could be about jealousy. Jealousy could be involved in this situation. A best friend turned enemy. If these guys weren't best friends, there could be some type of best friend connection in this story where the best friend turned enemy. And we also seen like somebody hugged the parents or was like a part of the act, knowing that they were part of the M word. So there could be a fake friend in there. Maybe a fake friend to the victim. Fake friend. Look, fake friends. Sometimes I say things, I don't see it, even though I put it down. It says telekinesis, prom night tragedy. Targeted victim, socially awkward. So somebody could have been socially awkward. Somebody could have been naive. And that's the fool energy again, because these are young kids, like they're kids. They were easily influenced, foolish, lacking experiences. Gives me hella fool energy. Somebody's handsome, a handsome man with a very ugly spirit or a dark side, luring women and G-men with their good looks to cause them harm, a charming and attractive man who is hiding a dark past of stalking, abuse, and violence. So gossip and malicious gossip, insidious social behaviors, derogatory comments. So somebody could use the N-word, somebody could use racial slurs, somebody could have used, even with the GAY stuff, I'm feeling like somebody could have used like homosexual slurs or something like that, gay slur. I don't know how to say it. Like could have called, I'm hearing somebody call somebody the F word. Spreading hurtful information. So there's gossip involved. Maybe people were talking mess. Maybe even with everything going on, people are talking about, I don't know. Who knows? Sometimes I just need to put the cards down and say things and not say too much. Just let the cards speak. It says camping in the wilderness, stalking around every corner. Teen victims preying on teenagers to harm them. And remember, I told y'all when I first started pulling cards, I was channeling energy, like the energy around me, listening to what's going on outside, and I heard dogs barking. So it's so funny that this card came out. This is about a dog fight, dog fighting ring, dog attack. Bodybuilder, somebody could be stocky and muscular, somebody could be fit and agile. And I feel like I said, the twins are football players. Here goes that demonic energy. So somebody could be into the dark arts, they could be evil and demonic, devil worship. Somebody could be a Satanist, allegedly. Someone with a pale, emaciated appearance. So this gives me the energy of like if the victim was losing blood, I guess you like the color of your skin becomes pale. Maybe that's what the cards are trying to say. It says observing and judging those who enter your home or street territory. So I feel like this situation happened because of something with a tent. Boundaries is almost like gang energy, but like I said, not related to like Bloods and Crips. Even if it could be, I don't know. But like territorial stuff. Why are you in our space type of energy. It says breaking rules and disobedience leads to negative circumstances. And gang energy. So I don't know if there's gang affiliations, but it says gang ties, calling for a truce. Someone named Kendrick or Lamar could be involved, or maybe somebody really likes Kendrick Lamar. They probably like the They Not Like Us song. Maybe these kids felt like this. They could have been singing the song They Not Like Us. Maybe when the young boy, I don't know what to call him, the suspect, I guess, when he sat in the tent, they gave him the energy of They Not Like Us. Polarizing views create conflict. So I get the energy of race entering the chat. But I don't feel like this necessarily has to do with race. But I don't know. Doppelganger lookalike. The twin energy. They were twins. Home invasion. You're invading our space. This is our territory. This is our home territory. I don't know if it happened at their school, but I understand something about a tent. So that could be the home invasion. This is our space. This is our home. Why are you sitting in our space? It says repressed underclass uprising. So Karmelo could be someone who's poor. Or maybe If he's not poor, he's not as fortunate or not as wealthy as the twins. I don't know if that's the case. That's what the cards could be saying. This is all subject to interpretation. I don't know what's fact because I wasn't there and I don't know these people personally. God bless them. It says major plot twist, not what you think happened, not what they said happened, not what it appears to be. So you guys, keep your ears and eyes open. This is about rage. Once again, the family. This came up in that Kanye West reading, like, you messing with my family. So I'm wondering if the other twin could be involved in some type of way also. Like maybe defending his brother, defending his family. This could also be that gang energy where like boys look at each other like family. Like, you know, that's not your biological brother, but like a brotherhood, like a fraternity, groups. So it's like, it could have been like I'm hearing class. Like it's a class thing too. Oh, classes in school, but I also get classes in like financial classes, like wealth, poverty. I don't know the classes between them. I don't know who's rich. I don't know who's poor. I don't know. But this gives me conflict over family. So maybe the other twin was trying to fight for his brother also. Alienation. Somebody felt left out. They felt unwelcome. They did not belong. And it led to heartbreak, sorrow, upheaval, chaos, confusion. Backstabbing, betrayal, a nail in the coffin, an end. This is a death. The M word is over. It's final. There could be an air sign involved in this situation. There could be a fire sign involved, possibly an Aries. I feel like the father of the victim has a significant role somewhere. Maybe not in the crime, but how things are playing out. I don't know. But this is about authority figure. Maybe someone doesn't respect authority. This could also have to do with structure and stability. Somebody wanting to be in control. Somebody lacking control. This gives me the energy. This is like necromancy is trying to raise the dead. So this gives me the energy of somebody trying like I don't know how to say it. Like you're trying to revive a dead situation. It's like I told you I told you I'm done. But it's like you keep pushing and keep pushing. Like it's a dead situation. But somebody keeps trying to bring something up. With the Page of Wands, that's also like competition. This is that youthful energy. They're still young. Somebody could have gotten some exciting news. With them being athletes, these are young athletes competing with each other. This is the Suit of Swords. Oh, this is a new deck. I don't even know how to read this. The Suit of Swords. Oh, this is the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be a breakthrough in this case. Some type of clarity. There could be an air sign involved in this situation. Somebody could be an air sign. But there could be some type of breakthrough or clarity in the case. We might hear some breaking news or something like that. That could shift people's perspective or help us understand things more clearly. And look how they're breaking out the grave. Or breaking out from being buried. Interesting. The King of Cups. This is I wonder if this is the dad. Because this is a mature energy. Somebody who's compassionate. What does this say? Welcome to the world of the emotionally balanced man. So there's this could be the victim's dad, possibly. Somebody who's compassionate, loving, nurturing, caring. Somebody with emotional intelligence. The Queen of Cups, this could be the victim's mom. So this could be somebody's mom and dad. And it says, what does it say? Well, somebody's mom could play a strong role in this case. Maybe a mom will come forward and say something or do something, but there's a strong energy of somebody's parents playing some type of active role in this case. The Knight of Cups. It's like a proposal, an invitation. Somebody could have invited someone into something. A proposal or invitation. This is also that compassionate energy. This gives me the energy of like a son being just like his mom and dad, maybe, because it's all cups energy. So I feel like there's a water sign involved in this situation. Somebody could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And I'm getting the energy of like good people. Like this could be a good kid from a good family. So this could be Karmelo's energy. This could also be the victim's energy. Look at all these cups. Maybe I didn't shuffle it that great. But this is that young creative energy, intuition. Somebody could be intuitive. There's a lot of intuitive energy here. And then the family energy. So I feel like somebody's family, I don't know if somebody has a sister, a little sister that has an offering or something to give. The Suit of Wands, card number 4. So the 4 of Wands, something about somebody's family. Somebody's family is going to come forward and play a major role in this case. And with them shaking hands, I'm wondering if somebody are they friends with the judge? Are they friends with lawyers? Friends in high places? What does it say? Reunited and reconciled. Maybe they will forgive. There could be some forgiveness with the suspect. They could end up forgiving the suspect for his actions. The monster comes home. Reunited and reconciled. The monster comes home. Child, this is interesting. So this is about, it says trap, but who is the monster? That's the question. Who is the monster? The monster comes home, but who is the monster? So this gives me the energy that the family, like the victim's family, could end up forgiving the guy that harmed their son. And maybe he'll get out of jail early. Is the energy I'm picking up? I don't know. And I'm not laughing. God bless. I'm just trying to make sense of these cards. Because these are new cards and I'm not used to them. I don't really know how to read them. But it says trapped. But who is the monster? And it looks like somebody who's defending themselves. Defending their corner. Standing up for themselves. So this does give me a self-defense energy. Like you're being attacked by a mob. Remember that gang energy. It's like a group of people coming after you and treating you like the monster. But who's the monster here? I don't know. Somebody is very studious, smart, educated. This situation has transformed many lives. I feel like the family, maybe if they had a GoFundMe or something like that with the abundance, they could have ended up getting a come up off of this situation, getting a lot of money, opportunities and resources. I'm also getting the energy of somebody who maybe got a lot of scholarships, grants, deals. Somebody could have had a lot of that because they're very bright and smart or talented at what they do. I'm hearing collegiate for some. Collegiate, is that how you say it? But they could have ended up being afforded a lot of resources and opportunities and abundance because of their intellect or even their skill with sports, possibly. But I feel like the family could have also gotten a lot of money because of this young boy's tragedy. An awakening, pause, perspective, selflessness. I'm getting the energy that Karmelo feels deep regret, and I feel like this has definitely altered his life in a huge way. It has impacted his life. It has changed his life in a huge way. Things are at a standstill. And I also got the energy when the conflict was happening. Like I felt it, I saw it, that like things were at a standstill. It's like things going in slow motion. That's how it sounded. And it's like you don't hear anything, you don't see anything, you don't feel anything. It's like being frozen in time. Frozen in time. And now I feel like he has a change of perspective. He views life differently now. And I feel like he sacrificed a lot. Not in a good way. Like he probably lost a lot from this situation. Again, with the education. So somebody's very smart. Somebody's very smart. They're very talented. They are skillful. They're focused. They're detailed. They're very like into school. They're into their books. I'm getting like a high GPA kind of energy. Very skillful, masterful. 7 of Earth. Somebody needs to be patient. So I get the energy of like attorneys, maybe even a parent. trying to assess the situation, reflect. I get the energy of maybe Karmelo's parents, or a parent sitting down with attorneys trying to see like what the outcome could be, what the ruling could probably, what direction they could go into, what argument they could have. They have to invest in a good lawyer, a lawyer who's going to assess the situation, and they need to be patient to really find out what could possibly happen to their son. That's the energy I'm getting. And this was all about ego, unfortunately. People allowing their ego to get the best of them, illusions. I also get the energy that things are not what they seem. The story that was presented to the media, to the public, is not exactly how things transpired. With dependency, this being like the devil card, there could be some substance abuse issues. We saw overdose a lot. There could be addictive behaviors, toxic behaviors. This is also the M word. This is also violence. Somebody is very egotistical. There could be an earth sign, because we have a lot of earth energy, and this is Capricorn. So there could be a Capricorn involved in this situation, or a Virgo or Taurus also. But the cage is open, so I get the energy that the young man, the suspect, he could be incarcerated, but he could end up being freed. And on that note, I'm praying for the family of both. This is just a tragic situation. Young people choosing violence is not the answer, never the answer. Lives, and two lives cut short. This will impact families, friends, so many people, and I just really pray for everyone involved. Thank you so much for watching. Happy healing, everyone. God bless.